Hey, welcome to another episode of Real Conversation. I'm your host, Nicole Jones,
And I'm Quanah Terry.
and we would like to thank you for joining us here tonight. Okay, listen, I know I always sit there and, say something about my beautiful co host, but y'all gotta see her. Like, y'all see, she over there glowing and stuff.
Ah,
What
you
you doing, girl?
crazy. Yo, you crazy. Well, you glow different when you ain't got nobody sun stressing you out. Look.
That part.
Nah.
Boom.
No, just in loving on myself, and I appreciate that because and you're doing the same. You look as beautiful as ever as well.
Thank you so much.
But that's where self-love comes in, just loving in yourself, pouring. I just pour back into myself. It's of course to my children, but pouring into myself more these days. So yeah.
Absolutely. It looks good
So
on you.
thank
And
you,
I'm
boo.
listen, I'm gonna say it. I say this to her all the time, okay? Because I love this haircut on her. It fits her so well. We already know this, it's not the first time, she's had a short style. It fits it. Her face fits every style that she goes for. And I
Mm,
really, really love this style that she has right now.
thank you.
And with this white blazer.
Oh yeah, girl.
Okay, because it's showing all that chocolate over there. Okay.
You already know certain things we just look good in,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
this is coincidence. Nicole and I didn't even plan this color. Like she has on the same color, and she looks beautiful as well. It's bringing out
Thank you
her,
so
it's
much.
accentuating her chocolate as well. So it was like, yeah, we're some
That's what you
beautiful
like.
melanated sisters. So
That part.
listen, you got to
That
big
part.
up yourself and also big up others. So absolutely.
Yes.
But Nicole,
What's
how
up?
was your Mother's Day?
Girl, listen, it was everything, okay? How was your
Love
Mother's Day?
that. I love that. My Mother's Day was really, really wonderful. I spent Mother's Day in Greece,
Mmm.
and I had an
She put
amazing
me on chocolate.
time. I had an amazing time. It was a great Mother's Day gift, and I'm just grateful. Grateful. The kids were. I didn't get to see my children, of course, but I'll see them this weekend. Uh, and my ex-husband, his birthday is on Mother's Day as well, so they'll be hanging out with him and doing that with him for that day. They hung out with him, excuse me, and they did it with them. But and then I'll get to see them, this weekend. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. Listen,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I only had one of my children with me on Mother's Day, but it's
Mhm.
okay. The
Yeah.
other two did what they did. They called in because
Mhm.
we're in different states now. But yeah, I still had an amazing day. We have some awesome children. Okay, we have
Yeah.
some awesome children. We did a great job.
Praise God.
Yes,
Praise God.
absolutely.
Praise God. Through everything.
Mhm.
He's been keeping us as mothers, as cousins, as sisters, as brother, as sisters, as aunts and
Mhm.
whatever else who we are to other people and as friends.
Yep.
God has been so wonderful, so just great and keeping us and keeping our children. So I can't even thank him enough.
That's
Um,
right.
it really is. Yeah, it's like, well, these kids, when you look at them, you're just in awe of them, and then sometimes you're like, whoa, I did that.
That part.
I did that. Like,
Yes.
okay, like God, you entrusted me with these kids, and
Mhm.
I did that. Thank you for leading me and guiding me, but and all of that good stuff. But at the same time, I'm giving myself praise too. Like I did that. Like
Yeah.
thank you, God. Like
Yeah.
Quana, thank you, Quana. Thank you, Nicole.
Yeah.
Right? Bigging myself up, big yourself up because it wasn't easy. And many people, especially mothers, there are a lot of mothers doing it on their own. And, by choice or maybe, not by choice, but either way, doing it on their own and they're raising these children. And I don't have boys, and you raise boys and you raise a child and a girl. So
Mhm.
that was just as hard because you had to figure that out as well. And
Lots
look,
of sports.
yeah, look, and you're here.
Yep.
You don't look like anything that you've been through.
Mhm.
Praise the Lord.
Ab
And like, what, Nicole?
absolutely. Yep.
You don't look
I
like
know.
anything that you've been through. Nobody could say that
Thank
you
you.
struggled. No one can say, and
Yeah.
similar to me, like lots of loss, you
Yeah.
know. I lost my mom at a young age, so my
Hmm.
dad at a young age. So it's like, man, like to think about all the things that, I've accomplished
Yeah.
without having parental figures, besides my grandmother and stuff like that. But your mom, your dad, those are like you're supposed to be, that's your tribe, that's your
Yeah.
support. And to be without that is crazy. So to be able to be in my children's lives and rear them and pray for them and
Mhm.
just give them guidance that is necessary for their life is just for their lives is just it's a blessing. It really is. So
And I just want to say her parents were the coolest. Her mom had like the best snacks, okay? And we just had a lot of fun with them, you know?
she's the
Yeah.
reason why I got this dang on sweet tooth. Ma,
Now,
she's the
listen,
reason
a
why.
lot of us,
Yeah, like
okay?
she
A lot
tore
of
my
us,
teeth
yes.
up back in the day. I got 22 silver cavities, silver fillings up in this joint, but no, love them nonetheless. You already know. Yeah, sugar daddies
No.
tore my joints up. Okay, love me some sugar daddies. That she came home with devil
Listen,
dogs.
sugar
She
daddies, man.
what sugar daddies?
Yes. And we had
She
the real sugar daddies,
sugar,
okay?
the one that will tear your whole
Yes,
tooth
it was
out
on a
your
stick.
gum.
It is like this long on a stick, and not those little sugar babies that you guys have right now, okay? We had an actual candy. It was like a lollipop. That
Oh
was
my
it.
gosh. Just thinking back to that time, it's like, oh, I just absolutely love growing up. I feel like while we always didn't have what we wanted, but we had what we needed.
Yeah.
And I don't remember ever being in lack. And I'm so grateful for that. So
I yeah, because I don't remember being in lag neither.
yeah.
I don't remember anything about us struggling. Like it was I don't remember ever asking for anything that I didn't receive, which is
Yeah.
crazy. So I don't know. Like I hear a lot of stories of, from other people and I don't remember anything. Except for one time. I remember I asked for some Timberlands and I got me some Timberwolves. Courtesy of my grandma. I remember that. I was like,
They're like,
no,
what
grandma,
are those?
Timberlands.
What are
What are those?
those?
I was like, grandma, Timberlands, not Timber. What is this?
Just grateful that I was able to start working at 14 and with some of you, and I could get my Jordans. I can when it counted because
Man,
right, you would once by the time I got to high school, I was like, oh yeah, I got to get it right. Nah, and I
yeah.
was able to buy whatever I wanted and have my own personal style and stuff like that. But yeah, it's shout out to all the mothers out there. Shout out to all the grandmothers. Shout out to all the aunties who have
Yes.
become mothers. Shout out to all the godmothers out there. The everybody that has if you have given advice to a child, you were a mother figure in their lives. So
Mhm.
shout out to all of you guys. And I hope that you
Absolutely.
had an amazing, amazing Mother's Day.
Absolutely. Enjoy your day.
Yes, I hope you had an amazing Mother's Day. And I know a lot of people are still celebrating because we're now what? Today's the 14th. A lot of people are still celebrating Mother's Day. Some people do it for the whole month. This is my month, child. It's like a birthday with people. So some people have gone a lot, and a lot of people don't go out on Mother's Day weekend, the
Yeah.
weekend prior. They go out the weekend after, maybe smaller crowds or whatever else.
Mhm.
But whenever you're celebrating it, enjoy yourself, pamper yourself. You deserve it. You
That's
deserve
right.
every good thing this life has to offer you. And just love on children, love on your parents, there's so many people that, and I'm including one of them, that don't have their mothers here. So
Mhm.
love on them, appreciate them,
Yeah.
and enjoy them. So all right, now, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. Definitely talking about self-love. And it kind of actually that was a good segue into this
Mhm.
topic because As mothers, we give so much to everybody and we put ourselves on the back burner.
All the time.
Right? We give so much to our children. We give so much to our jobs. We give so much to our church. We give so much to other just friends. We give so much to so many people. And sometimes we overlook ourselves and what our needs are. But this stops. Today, we are talking about the importance of self love and what it means to pour into yourself,
Hmm.
pour into you, water your own grass, right? And making sure that you are the best version of yourself. Because if you aren't the best version of yourself, you can't be the best version of yourself to anyone else, right?
Boom.
So, so we're going to talk about that in a few. Self love is so important, and it's defined as, and I'm going to read the definition that I see here, is that it's a state of appreciation, acceptance, and compassion for oneself arising from actions that support physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. It involves high regard for one's own well being, treating oneself with kindness rather than harsh judgment, setting boundaries, and meeting one's own personal needs. In a lump sum, and that right there just sums it up, right? What it is and what we should be doing, because so often, and I mentioned before, so often we give so much of ourselves to other people and we don't pour into ourselves, and then we end up in lack, we end up depleted and not having enough energy for us to pour into ourselves, and we have to stop that. Whether
Absolutely.
you, right, whether you're a woman or a
Mhm.
man, you need to handle yourself with care. And I've been saying this for now a couple of years. Handle yourself with care. And then when you handle yourself with care, that gives permission for other people to handle you with care, right?
Mhm.
Because when you set boundaries and you understand what it is that you want, okay, and what it is that you need, how it is that you need to be treated, oh, no one's gonna try to come in and try to treat you other than what you requesting. And if they do, you know what to do. You love yourself so much that you're like, you know what, nah, beat it. Like, in so many words, right? Beat it. You're just not my person. You're not for me. And
Right.
I think it's important for us to um acknowledge that and accept it and then apply it to our daily life.
Yeah. Because self love isn't about thinking you're perfect. It's about treating yourself like you matter, even when you feel like you don't. Um, Self love is not arrogance. It's not selfishness. Um, it's the quiet decisions. You stop being at war with yourself. It's quiet decisions of you not being at war with yourself. You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
choosing to speak to yourself, is choosing to be kind instead of you criticizing yourself, is setting boundaries with yourself,
yeah, yeah.
without guilt.
And
Yeah.
that comes by way of like affirmations, right? We do affirmations in the mirror. Sometimes you're not feeling your best, you don't looking your best. You like, oh, but you got to speak over yourself and speak life into yourself. And a lot of people, I have shared this with a lot of people. The power of life and death is in the tongue. You can either speak a curse over yourself or you can speak life into yourself. What would you want to do? And we're not speaking death. We're speaking life. And we're speaking life over ourselves because trust me, there are people out there that are speaking death over you. They don't want you to have certain things. They don't want you to move forward. They don't want, they have that jealousy and envy thing. And it's like, you know what?
Mm.
You need to counteract that with words of affirmation that pour into you and tells you, okay, I'm a bad bitch. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's like, what? It's nobody like me. I'm one of one. I'm number one. I'm the only one. Don't even waste your time trying to compete with me. You know what I'm saying?
Say that
Like,
again.
they're like, don't even waste your time trying to compete with me. Like,
That's hard.
God has placed so many gifts and things inside of us, and we are all special in our own right. And no one is to tell you that you aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you shouldn't allow somebody to tell you that. No, self love.
Mm,
This get yo pour into yourself. Pour into yourself. And what I have said to Nicole, you yourself and others, right? It's when you know your worth,
mm-hmm.
you won't accept less than.
That part.
You won't accept less than. You won't accept people like, okay, well, I'm still talking to Shorty over here, but I'm gonna get nah. You go over there and stay with Shorty over there. Because I
Yeah,
deserve a monogamous relationship.
that
I
part.
deserve somebody who loves only me. I deserve that. And if you don't want to give me that, okay, bye. Okay, like
That's the same way of saying, like, if you have to choose between me and someone else, choose them.
yeah, because I'm no option. I'm
Yeah.
nobody's option. Like if you even making me an option, then you go right over there.
Ooh.
You go right over there and you choose that person. I want you to be
That's
happy
when
with your choice.
you end up seeing the female go-go's because the moment she realized that there was another person, there's no fight here.
Yeah.
Go be
Yeah.
with that person without saying it, and you can exit left.
Yes. Yes.
That's fine. That's who you
Yeah.
want. Deuces. Because ain't
Right.
nobody sitting up there trying to keep no man that's not trying to be kept.
Oh, that's a fact. And you know what? And they're trying to be kept. They're just trying to be kept by multiple people. That's
Woo!
not the type of that's not the type of relationship that I'm looking
No,
for. That's not the relationship that God has ordained for me. So I don't want that.
no.
I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah, that part.
Right?
And it's a
So,
respectfully.
listen, sometimes it's disrespectfully. Child. Sometimes it's
Ooh,
disrespectfully,
child.
and I, got to just put it point blank. Period.
It just
It's
is what
just
it
like,
is.
yeah, it absolutely is what it is. And you know, and speaking of mothers, parents, and I'm putting this on dads too. Like, teach your child to be okay with rejection.
Oh.
Teach your child to be okay with moving on after somebody says no.
But
How about
first,
that?
he needs to be able to be, able to take rejection and all in order for the child to know that because there's a lot of men that are not, you know.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
for women, I'm not saying that all women can take rejection and, run with it, but I think that we've had a long, long time to figure that part out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it be you're a single mom, you had to take the rejection of the father not being in your kid's life. Or if it be your parents broke up and your father is not there, the child, as a daughter, like you look for your father. That's
Yeah.
that's that first rejection. We've
Yeah.
had it, and I'm not saying men didn't have it because I'm guessing that on the men's side of it is when they like a girl and the girl doesn't like them, and that is a rejection. But it's like I feel that for all those little girls that rejected them, they make it hard for the grown ass women who are, willing to, you know, step into the limelight with them, and then, they tear down the ones that they shouldn't be tearing down, and then
Absolutely.
going after the ones that shouldn't even be next to them in the line.
Listen, and then let's take it a step further is loving yourself enough to know that hey, maybe this didn't work out because it's not for me, right?
Hmm.
Loving yourself to understand that and not then go behind the scenes and do some stupid to try to sabotage the other person's relationships or
That
whatever
part.
else because you and your feelings like oh she left me, I'm gonna show her. How you showing her when you behind the scenes talking crap?
Make it make sense.
How you
Say
showing
that
her when you
again.
behind the scenes talking crap about her or talking crap about him? How's that showing her? You're not doing nothing. I call that coward moves. You know what I'm saying? Those are coward. Those are coward actions. And it's just and it's really a hurt little boy or little girl
Ooh,
who
girl, you
has
just said
not
it.
been able to deal with their own internal issues,
Let me tell you
emotional
something.
issues.
You just sat there and said that, and as you saying that in my mind, I was like, it's a maturity level. And you said, "I hurt little boy and little girl." It really is a maturity level, and I don't mean maturity in regards to age.
Correct.
Because you can be 50 years old and have a brain of a 10-year-old. You sit up there acting like a 10-year-old or a 16-year-old or whatever the case may be. Listen, please, please allow your mind to grow. Allow it to be able to absorb all the things that it needs to, absorb, and be able to compartmentalize everything so it can go where it has to go. And then you learn from these experiences. Stop sitting up there trying to, like, sit up there and you're dealing with a grown ass woman or a grown ass man, and you want to have these little boy and girl tantrums. Like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, no time at all. No
Oh
time
my
at all.
goodness.
And just speaking from a spiritual standpoint of it, it's, a lot of people now are woke. A lot of people are woke, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people are woke and also doing stuff that is not of God behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
One thing they ain't got no business doing.
The one things they have no business doing.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, this has turned into people doing things to keep relationships, doing things to stop people from going towards relationships that God has,
Glad you brought this up.
in many cases, ordained for them.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes back to when you love yourself, when you love yourself, you know that there's something better. And you
Absolutely.
don't have to result to doing all these other things to get someone to either come back to you or to get even with someone.
Yeah.
When you love yourself, when you truly love yourself, there are things that you won't do under the covers of darkness
Mm.
to try to help, to try to hinder or delay or stop someone from being in a partnership with someone. There's just things that you just won't do.
And to be honest with you, you're not stopping them. You're just delaying them. So what Quan is saying, like, just let things flow the way it's supposed to flow. Because if there's a rejection, I'm sure you've heard this before. A rejection is God's protection. There's a reason
Absolutely.
why that is being done.
Mhm.
So don't stay in that little particular situation and let it swallow you whole. Allow yourself to take what you need to take from it. Take a step back and then see what is coming towards you.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's always something that's coming. God is removing the cancer from the situation so you can receive what is for you.
yeah.
Because can nobody take away anything that's for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Nicole. You said you hit it right on the head. You hit the nail on the head. What's for you is for you. And you'll know when it's for you. So there's no need to do any of that. And there's no need to try to do anything to anybody else because you maybe even fumbled, right? Or you just kind of missed that opportunity. That's still okay. There's going to be plenty of opportunities that you can align yourself with going forward, but they won't happen if you don't heal yourself. They won't happen if you don't heal the parts of you that need to be healed, that even is telling you to resort to that kind of behavior. You know what I'm saying? It won't happen. So loving yourself and understanding that you matter, whether or not you're in a relationship, you matter. Whether or not you got that person that you just so much wanted to hold on to, you matter. But also they matter as well, and they are allowed to choose. Just as you are allowed to choose, they're allowed to choose and use their free will in situations as well. There's no need for you to try to stop, block, or hinder that process.
That part. Yep.
Yeah. So continue, guys. Nicole, do you have anything else to talk about when it comes to self-love?
Um, just treat yourself with the same kindness you would give others. Just something, to sit with and make yourself a priority.
Yeah.
Because if no one else is making you a priority, you definitely got to sit there and sit with that and make sure that you take care of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And if that means going out on a solo date, I do those all the time. I love them. Going out on a solo date, going to get massages, just, upgrading that pedicure to a spa pedicure, boo.
Like,
Okay? Get that scrub. Get that scrub. Get that scrub. Okay? Like,
mhm,
little things that you can do. Going to get a manicure, pedicure, and just, getting your hair done and,
mhm.
things that's going to and those are things that are things that you see on the outside, but you know how it is. When you look good, you feel good,
I'm gonna give you
right?
one. There's something that I'm gonna do. There's
Okay.
something I've been wanting to do. I'm gonna take myself to the Georgia Aquarium. It's one of the largest aquariums, and I said that I wanted to go for so long and haven't gone or haven't been taken there. So I'm taking myself. So yeah,
Absolutely.
that's gonna be, one of my alone dates, my single dates, or however you want to say it, however you want to call it.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna take it all in because I hope I heard it's the dopest, and I am so looking forward to it.
As you
Yeah.
should. And allowing yourself to, and I think when you're by yourself, like people don't understand this about me. It's like I like to be in isolation. I actually
Yes.
find myself in isolation. I'm able to hear things in
That part.
isolation.
Yes.
So when people are like, oh, I'm just gonna isolate her. Okay, please do that. Right? Because
Right.
then
It's nothing
yeah,
wrong
you
with it.
thank you so much for allowing me to not be included because I like myself. I like to be with myself. I like to be in my own company. And it's in my own company that I'm allowed to find out who I am.
Well, how about this part? How they think that they're leaving you alone and then act like just because you're not reaching out or whatever, you got to be with somebody else. Man,
Listen, I love my own company. I oh my gosh, like I will sit here and curl up and watch a movie. Disney
watch
Plus
a
is my
movie,
favorite place. Okay, to go. I'm like Disney Plus, let's
play,
go. I'm watching
play a
all these
game on my
movies.
tablet,
Yeah.
okay, sipping on my tea, okay,
Yes.
enjoy. And I love Sudoku, so that's like one of my favorite my favorite games. And or I can sit here and be playing Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Listen, you ain't
You know.
saying nothing. I could be reading a good old book. I love me some good old books,
Yes.
okay? There's
Listen,
so many things
but
that you can do.
exactly. And there's so many things that you could do, so many things that you can pour into yourself, so many things
Yes.
that you can do to pour into yourself. And it's so important. Like I love this poster here. Like she's in the mirror just hugging herself, loving on herself, right? She has a candle there, she's writing down things. She's just like, there's like affirmation on the cup. There's like so many different things, that is indicative of what you use to the tools that you can use to just love on yourself, like giving yourself a hug. Like I'm like, oh, there are times where I'm just in the mirror like, yo, you mad cute though. Uh-huh. You are. You are. Uh-huh. Yep. Because no one's gonna be able to tell me different.
That's right.
You want
That
to call me
self-confidence is
conceited? Don't
everything.
do that.
That
Don't call me
self-confidence is
conceited.
everything.
Like, don't call me conceited. Don't do that. I mean, I just love myself, and I love what God has created. And you should love you
I
in
mean,
what
you can
God
be
has
conceited.
created.
It's okay. I am, yes, and is.
Like, listen,
What?
and it's now, I'm not conceited. I'm very confident, but I'm
I
not
mean, they
conceited.
can call you conceited, but to you, you're confident, but to them, you're conceited, and it's okay. You can call me whatever you want. I know who I am,
Mm,
and that's
yeah,
all that
yeah.
matters. But
Facts,
I was gonna
facts.
say the part that because you mentioned the cover post right here.
Yeah.
Girl, I have my post-its on my bathroom mirror. It's like in a shape like this. And I pick one every day when I'm getting ready in the morning to say, to rehearse, before I'm heading out that door. That's just my little affirmations, is, for myself. And I'm letting my know, I'm like, hey, you got this, and let's go. Let's head on to work with that good
Mhm.
positive energy that we leaving out this door.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely. And people are gonna try to project on you, oh, she ain't all that. Oh, I am because you said I was. Because
No,
you saying that I'm not all that, but you thinking I'm all that, but you
that
just
one.
mad, so you just projecting. But so
That
here,
one.
let me help you out. Let me help
It's
you
all
out. I am all that.
right.
Okay?
Listen,
Let me
I
help
am
you out.
wonderful.
What? You know,
Okay.
it's like nah, you're not gonna bring me down. You're not gonna bring me down. And that's the importance of self-love. And that right
Yes.
there will allow you to get in relationships and get into relationships that are for you, right?
Mhm.
Because you don't want to be around anyone who's even intimidated. Because you got some lovers out there who are jealous of you,
Oh.
jealous of the way you look, jealous of the way you shine. So you got lovers. You're gonna have men out there and women on the other side of that. They're gonna be jealous of just your light, and you're like, dang, I didn't even do anything to them. You just existing, but they can't stand it because your light is irritating the demons inside of them that they haven't addressed yet. But you don't let that person bring you down. I've been in a space where I'm like, I felt like I had to shrink
Hmm.
in order to make somebody else feel good. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not saying if you can't get your shit together, they ain't got nothing to do with me. But I'm still gonna be Quana. I'm still
That's
gonna do
right.
what I need to do. I'm still going to make it be who I am, regardless of whether or not you see who I am. And
Mm.
you know what? Go over there
Yes.
with who you feel you need to go over there
That's
with.
okay.
But I'm gonna be right here doing what I need to do and waiting for the person that's for me.
That's right.
you know so you got to speak that, and I said this earlier. um Power of life and death is in the tongue.
Hmm.
Speak over yourself.
Yeah.
That's the important part of self-love, is you loving yourself, yes, but speaking over yourself, speaking good things over yourself, speaking positive things over yourself, speaking life over yourself.
Yep.
Because there are people that's going to speak bad about you, speak negative words over your life.
Hmm.
And I keep telling, I say this all the time, they're word curses, right?
Hmm.
Speak life over you to combat those things that they're saying. They're saying you ugly, you're mad pretty. I'm mad pretty.
Hmm.
I'm beautiful, And you got some people out there that be like, I want her ugly, I want her ugly, I want her ugly. They be in there,
Oh my gosh.
I want her ugly, I want her ugly, I want her
Hmm.
teeth to fall out. Sit down, sir, ma'am. Okay? It's never that serious. But to some people it is, Nicole.
It really
Come on.
is. What she's saying is true, and it's sad.
Like,
It's
oh,
sad.
I want her without no
It
money. If she didn't have no money, she wouldn't be this cute. No, first of all, it's an innate thing. It's not on you, it's in you. It's an innate thing. It's not about what you have. You still gonna shine regardless. I love when 50 Cent says, they can't shine when I'm around the rhyme. What was that, Wingster? Like,
That's a wink.
he was
Oh
onto
yes, yes,
something.
yes.
He was onto something because
Yeah.
people would get so mad. Like when you come through, they got the screw face on because they know that, oh shoot, Nicole coming through. She gonna take all the shine from me. But no, that's not the mentality he have. It's, oh, Nicole coming through. Oh, we gonna shine together. Like, come on.
Coming through
There's
the
no
door like,
competition. There's no competition. And I can't compete. Well, I don't compare. Want to know why
Yeah.
I don't compare to Nicole? And Nicole doesn't compare to me?
Hmm.
Because we're two different people.
Man. And
And God has
listen, and
placed
we're
different
both
gifts and
walking through
stuff
the
in us.
door flawlessly, okay?
Yes. She is who she is
Hmm.
flawlessly. I am who I
Hmm.
am flawlessly.
That part, yep.
And we can appreciate one another
Yeah.
and who we are.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's no
But
competition here. Don't nobody need to compete with the other person. You don't try to.
okay,
There's no need.
okay. There are things that we both need to work on,
Yeah.
and we're working on those, and we're in the process. We're under construction, and we
Hmm.
should always be under construction because there are things that we need to work on for ourselves because we're
Yep.
consistently evolving. We never stay the same, and if you're staying the same, if you're in the same spot, something is wrong.
Most
Okay,
definitely.
something is
Yes.
wrong. So if you're in the same spot, something is wrong. But so we're gonna compliment one another. We're gonna do like when she get on here. Oh, my cut trying to look cute. Oh, you look cute too.
Mhm.
There's no sweat off my back because guess what? I'm not in competition with
That's
her, and it's a
yeah,
genuine compliments. These are genuine. There's
yeah.
not compliments. It's not compliments dripped in envy or jealousy.
Ooh, no,
They're not
not
backhanded
nowhere
compliments.
near
They're
it.
actual compliments, appreciating the way that she is, the way that she looks, and all the other stuff that goes in
And it
there.
happens on screen and off screen, just so you
And
know.
that's a fact. Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
And that's how we do. My friend circle, that's how we do. Like, girl,
Yep.
yo, your hair's hitting. No, no,
Yep.
or, and listen, and we be like, listen, that ain't for you.
Yeah.
We listen,
You
we have
gotta
those
be able to tell your
conversations too.
peoples. You gotta be able to tell your peoples when it ain't it.
Listen, I've had so many conversations with my peoples, and that's how you know that we are cool, we are friends, and we can compliment one another, but we also can have those tough conversations,
Hmm.
and like, hey, listen, you messing up, yo. You need to
Yep.
get your life together. You need to get it right. But having those conversations, like I have a friend, she got her hair done. I'm like, oh my God, that's fire. I'm like, but I ain't like the way you had it the last time because I told you that was don't get that again. She would tell me the
That's
same.
true. Yeah.
She would tell me the same, like, I don't know, that ain't it for you, girl. And I appreciate that because that means that she's for me.
Yeah.
Because somebody could say, oh, you look cute, girl, but then I'm like, oh, that's not even cute on her.
And
Why
so
she
you just
wore that?
reminded me of my manager because one of my coworkers, her lace front was lifting, right?
Hmm.
And you know how girls be like tapping their hand. I'd be like,
Hmm.
"Ooh, girl, mm-mm." And he was like, "Yeah, it's about time for her to take that out." She was like, "No, you didn't." I said, "Well, how you can tell? Because mind you, I didn't notice the lace
Hmm.
front was lifted." He said,
Okay.
"The moment you see it start separating like that."
I I love your honest friend. I love your honest friends. Okay, they will cut you like you like. Dang, all right.
Oh
Okay,
my
like.
goodness. It took me right out my shoes, okay? Because I wasn't expecting the response.
Yo, like, thank you. But it's like you be like, damn, you didn't have to come for me like that, but thank you. You
That's
know?
exactly how she looked. She was like,
Like, listen, like I love me an honest friend, somebody that could be real with me and can just go toe to toe with me, and, and
yes.
and we like, you down look cute, take that off. Okay, and I can be a little crass at times, right? And
Yeah.
I could. It's like I have to get a handle on this brain mouth thing. But when I'm with my friends, it's like, nah, I can say what I
Yeah, you
want and
don't
they
have
still
to, right?
appreciate me for it, right? They can still, sometimes I have to curb my tongue and other forums, but with my peoples, I'm like, yeah, nah, that ain't it. You need to, yeah, don't go to her again. Mm-mm.
It's the
Don't do that. Don't wear
transparency.
that again.
That's it's the transparency, and you gotta love that. When you have that with your peoples,
Yes,
that
yes,
that's everything. It means so
yes.
much more.
Yeah,
Like you
listen.
don't want yes people in your corners.
And we make fun of ourselves because
Yep.
like we have a guy friend who we took some pictures with, and he was like, because I look like Shamar or whatever. Like, like we rap with
No.
ourselves. Like,
Listen, it's all fun, okay? It's all fun.
yo,
But trust me, he did not look like Shamar, okay?
yeah, but it's like we gotta appreciate him. It's like when he said like don't post that, all right, we
Yeah,
ain't posting that because he said not to.
yeah,
It's like some friends who just only look at themselves in the picture
yeah.
and then
And
post you
don't
while
care how you
your
look.
eye is cross-eyed, you looking crazy. Like, yo, we don't got those. We be
Yeah,
like, we send it to each other like, okay, approval,
yeah, everything's approved.
approval.
Yeah,
We don't do that, and that's how you know the people that's for you. They
yeah,
care about you, genuinely care about you. They
yeah,
genuinely care about how you look to the public.
yeah.
They genuinely care about that. And listen, that only comes when you have friends like that. It comes from you loving yourself.
Hmm.
It comes from being around people who love themselves as well. Because we're not none of us are in competition with one another. We all are in our lane. We all do things differently, and it's like a huge melting pot of personalities and love.
That makes it
And
better.
that mixes together, right?
Mhm.
And remember, love is the most important thing here because love is the highest vibration. It's the highest vibration that you can be in. So when you have love, you have one, you have the most important thing. You have God because God is love. So you have love, you have God. What? And then you have love for self. You winning out here, sis, bro. You are winning. So continue to pour into yourself. Please continue to pour into yourself. No matter what that husband is saying, no matter what that wife is saying, no matter what that girlfriend is saying, no matter what that mother is saying in some cases, you ain't shit, you
Mhm.
ain't da, 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 da. Nah, yeah, I am all
Oh,
of that. You combat that with something else positive. Like, you know what? Nah, I don't believe you. And what you say that I'm not gonna do, I will do. I will accomplish.
absolutely.
You give that. And that's what I tell my children every single day. What we're not gonna do is that. What we're not gonna do is doubt. Because if it's for you, and God's gonna make it so no matter what is happening. And I'm praying against anything that may be trying to come up against you
I
or
pray.
me.
Yep.
Okay, pray for yourself, pray over yourself, pray over your finances, pray over your children. And these are things I'm telling you that I've learned and I had to adopt in order to break out of some things that people were trying to put me in. Okay. So
Mhm.
I'm telling you from experience, do what it is that you need to do for you. Focus on you, handle your well being, pour into yourself, and watch everything around you grow. Watch it. I'm telling you. And remove those people who are not for you.
Mm.
Whether it's gonna be hard. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a sister.
Mhm.
Remove them out of your space if they're not for you. If they, because you can't have nobody in your boat poking holes, but
Right.
only poking holes under the cover of darkness, behind the scenes. Nah, don't do that. If you got a lover that's mad and he putting you down, he's jealous. Either that or he on a DL. He don't like women. Get him out of there. Okay? Get him out of there too. Okay? Everybody going. Everybody going. That is
Giving it
not
to
for your highest
everybody.
good. Everybody going. Everybody got to get the boot. Everybody getting a boo. I'm telling you, like, please do that. I'm telling you, and it's gonna be hurtful sometimes in the beginning, but oh my gosh, you're gonna come out cleaner on the other side of it. I promise you. I promise you.
This is true.
I promise you. So, uh, that was a good conversation, Nicole.
Yes, it was.
Hey,
Listen,
great
you had it
conversation.
down. We gave everybody the business.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you just got to put it out there, and you have to be honest with the people. Them, you know what I'm saying? You got to be honest with them, and they have to know that you're coming from a genuine place because, in an authentic place, because you've been there and you've adopted those things, and you put things in place that allow you to move forward, and you placed your boundaries there because
Yeah,
we didn't have boundaries. It's like, oh, okay,
definitely
all
didn't.
right, and now it's like, what part of no don't you understand?
That that
The
part.
N or the O? Do I need to say it again? You
Ooh,
know?
she's telling the truth though.
Like, like
Yeah.
that's what you like. That's how I feel. It's like, yeah, nah, we're not doing that, and not 2026 and beyond. We're not doing
Hmm.
any of that. This
Yeah.
is it's new. It's new. Everything new. Everything and everything. We're winners, and we winning. Winning. And you don't have to have an abundance of money, but we have an abundance of joy, peace. We have love in our lives. I mean, what? We and that's non-negotiable. We ain't compromising with nothing, with nobody that comes in to try to disrupt it. We're
Yeah.
not doing that. Mm-mm, nah. Nicole, why you laughing? Why you laughing?
No, you're telling the truth. You're right.
Right. Yeah. So, well, anyway, that's our show for tonight. Uh, Again, I am your host, Quanitary.
And I'm your host, Nicole Jones.
And you can find Real Conversation every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube at real underscore convos underscore podcast and on Facebook.
At Real Conversations 2021.
All right. I'm glad you remembered it, Nicole. Praise God.
Yeah, it was like
Uh,
a
Sometimes
brain
you get
fog.
that done.
Sorry.
Yeah. We just roll with it, roll with it, roll with
Yeah.
it. All right, so we thank you so much for watching, and God bless.